I know y'all heard plenty of things about Africa Bang Bottoms, and I must say, now that he's dead, hip hop as we know it is dead. Rap music, trap music, whatever type of black music is left, it's dead. And we gotta give it a burial tonight. They say he's the founder of all the rap. NWA, all the way down to Keith Chief, Lil Nas X, Jay-Z. Anybody that ever picked up a microphone or put out an album, he's the founder and he's dead. So it's safe to let it go. You ain't gotta hold on to it no more. You don't have to claim hip hop as your culture. You don't have to be a part of it. You don't have to be subjected to it. You don't have to walk like it. You don't have to talk like it. You don't have to dress like it. You can completely let it out of your system. And that's what we're doing on Docs Daily. This is it. This is no longer a hip hop news channel because hip hop is dead. Somebody released the doves. We are all free from the madness. There's no more concerns about Diddy when he coming home from jail. It's dead. It don't matter. Everything about it is dead. The Migos, dead. Rest in peace to Takeoff. Whatever's happening with Offset, that lets you know hip hop is dead. When he out there gambling at the casinos, people getting shot, people getting arrested. Rapper OJ the Juice Man faints at a gas station weeks after a medical emergency. It's dead. And this is the final chapter. This is the nail in the coffin. So let's enjoy this live stream. Let's get it out our systems one last time. Let's drain it, wipe it, and flush it. I'm so glad we can move on to better things, y'all. This is the way to the future. We don't have to be subjected to the BS, man. All that salt and pepper, all the hip hop music you heard thus far, you can bury it. Burn it, and you could do however you want to do it. Me, I'm going to burn it, bury it, and flush it. The black fatigue is at an all-time high. We don't have to breathe that toxic air no more, man. And you figure, why was it so bad? Why was hip hop and rap and black culture so toxic? It's because this man is the founder of all that bullshit. And he's sick, so we've been sick. Now we can heal. Shalalaboka. It's time to get back to church. I'm so happy. Afrika Bambaataa, a rapper and DJ who helped pioneer hip hop, he dead. Rest in peace to him, but hip hop is dead right along with his ass. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ he died from complications with cancer. That's horrible. At about 3 a.m., that's the witching hour in Pennsylvania. Should have been Roanoke, Virginia. 3 in the morning, though. That's when he let it all go. So rap died. When did we need to mark this, man? Put this in the history books. We can clean up our black history with this. We can start anew, turn over a new leaf. Bambaataa was born in the Bronx. He joined the local gang, the Black Spades, quickly rising up the ranks and gained to a position of a warlord on somebody's ass. Was taking cheeks back in them days with them chains and them whips. Bambaataa released his first single in 1980 called Zulu Nation, the Throwdown, a reference to the Universal Zulu Nation, an art collective for socially conscious rappers, graffiti artists, booty boys, and more people involved in hip hop culture. And his 1982 track, Planet Rock, rose up the ranks to reach number 4 on the U.S. R&B charts. He gone. Oh, man, I'm over here. I got cake. I got ice cream. And I ain't happy that he dead, because I don't wish death on nobody. Death is not a funny topic. I will never crack no comedy or, make light of somebody passing away. But that hip hop's, man, I am ecstatic. In 1985, Bambaataa helped make the anti-apartheid album Sun City with several huge artists like Joey Ramone, Run DMC, U2, and many more. Oh man, let's do this, y'all. Let's let it go. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's get into this, man, because that boy Afrika bang bottoms. Don't banged a lot of bottoms. There's people out there that have been sexually assaulted by this man, and now they're coming out telling their stories, and I want y'all to give them a good listen. I feel like it's my motherfucking birthday out here. Look, let's get this together. All y'all got to do is stay tuned. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel too, and we're about to dig into this right now because there's people out there that's been talking about this. Listen, get it together. Come on, bring it.
So everybody can say their final goodbyes.
Okay, they got the music on it, the sad, man. I ain't trying to get no copyright fooling with them fools or whatever the case is. Okay, here we go. Look.
Yo, what's going on, YouTube? What's up, YouTube fam? It's your boy Bless Hood Celebrity. This can't be life. Man, y'all check this out. I done seen a couple more YouTubers post this video of her son.
Shut your old ass up. Play the damn video, man.
You don't say nothing against her?
Shut your old ass up, man.
Well, Poppy, that Hassan Campbell, that's just my government. When Poppy came out on social media, I exposed Afrika Bambaataa. My fault, I love that man. I'm gonna fuck with y'all niggas. I love that man. Not like because I was in a relationship. He raised me.
Did y'all just hear what that nigga said? Not cause he was like in a relationship. Listen to this nigga, man.
Well, Poppy, that Hassan Campbell, that's just my government. When Poppy came out on social media, I exposed Afrika Bambaataa. My fault, I love that man. I'm gonna fuck with y'all niggas. I love that.
How much fun was they having? How much was intimate? How much did he enjoy the intimacy with Afrika Bambaataa? And not just him. I'm not trying to pick on Hassan Campbell. I respect Hassan Campbell because he keeping it a buck. He ain't in the closet. He ain't high. He came out and let it be known. Shout out to Hassan Campbell. But it seemed like a lot of people was having fun with Afrika Bambaataa back in the
Disco
day.
King Mario, you get introduced to a bunch of people, and you mentioned including Afrika Bambaataa.
Right.
And I remember I saw an interview with you and Sway. You had B Stinger with you.
Right.
Now, at one point, the allegations came out about Bambaataa, and B Stinger was one of the first people to actually step forward.
Right.
And I remember me and Jamar were doing interviews around that time, and when the allegations came, Bambaataa was like, I don't know who this B Stinger guy is. I never met him before. And Jamar was like, okay, well, that's a lie because I've seen B Stinger and Bambaataa for years and years and years. So in his mind, Jamar was like, I think that, Bambaataa is lying about this whole situation. I think these allegations are true. What is your take on this? Did you have any idea about it before? And what do you think about it now?
No. When I heard about it, I didn't know who was involved because everybody just kept saying this is what's happening with Bam. So I assumed, and I took it that his crew, the Zulu Nation or whoever is in charge of his crew, find who this person is, go to them, and straighten it out. So we on the phone discussing this, right? So they said, B, you know the guy too. And I said, and I thought they were just fucking with me. So I don't know the motherfucker. I would have told y'all if I'd have known some shit like. And then they said, but you know him. So I said, what you mean I know him? And then they said, it's B Stinger. And I said, B Stinger? My man B Stinger?
New York always taking credit for rap. New York always trying to say it's the birthplace of hip hop. It wouldn't be no rap if it wasn't for New York. It wouldn't be nobody making no money in the music industry if it wasn't for New York. New York need to fess up and admit that it's a lot of fruity booties in New York, man. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But people need to keep it real. New York is the foundation of all that madness that's going on in the world, man. People want to put it on Atlanta, but the truth of the matter is, if it weren't for New York, Atlanta wouldn't even have got that type of swag or been on that type of time. I'm with it if y'all, matter of fact, I'm already taking it upon myself to put an end to the madness as far as my platforms go with the hip hop stuff. Y'all gonna have to figure out what y'all gonna do with it, because it's a corpse. Hip hop is a dead corpse, and people still beating on it. People still rapping. It's corny. I don't give a damn how old you are. If you a young person rapping, you lame. If you an old person still rapping, you lame. And that's what I'm gonna show y'all the signs of the time, just in case people don't see it for what it is. Look at this. Look. Now y'all know Jay-Z is too old to still be spitting bars. He 50 plus, y'all. And he about to do it. He going on a tour. I want to see the people in attendance and the people that still want to sing them songs and sing them mantras from back in the day, because we had a whole nother shift in reality to where all of this stuff is irrelevant. Yeah, he got hits from back in the day, but them hits not hits no more. They ain't hitting like how they used to. He's gonna look ridiculous on stage with that shit coming out his mouth. Speaking the stuff he about to be saying on that concert, he gonna be embarrassing himself at 50-something years old, talking about nigga what, jigga who. It ain't cool no more. And on top of that, Bambaataa, he got allegations out the ass. Diddy they all got allegations. They all from the damn Zulu Nation with allegations. It is time to put a cork in it and don't do it no more. And for the fact that he got to do this because he thinking that's what, it's going to be a clown show. A straight up clown show. And for the people that don't think it will be, y'all gonna be the biggest clowns in the damn arena. I'm not telling y'all not to go and to have a good time, but you gonna degrade yourself and belittle yourself to the point to where when you get back home, you gonna be wondering what's the point in even living your life. That's how bad it is. Who else is one? Look at this. If you ask me, T.I. is one of the hottest rhyme spitters, one of the best rappers that ever come out. That boy T.I.P. put together a song so dope. You got to give him his props. But what's the point? Look at this. Now the whole family spitting bars. Now his son, I applaud this young man. And I think everybody else should follow in this direction. He said, fuck that rap and picked up a guitar. He got a real talent. This is a trade. He can get paid off of this for the rest of his life. Shout out to him. He make his father look lame for still rapping. What his brothers and them doing and they following in his father, T.I. shouldn't be rapping no more. He need to pass it on and let them, whatever they doing, let his kids do it. But even when they do it, it's corny. Because what they talking about, and T.I. they father, and they still gotta okay, let's make this make sense right here. Since we right here, let's leave it right here and let's make this make sense for everybody listening. There's no way that this young man should be involved in any criminal activity or portraying a life of crime or any of that foolishness. But that's what rap and hip hop would lead you to do. If you follow it closely, or if you're a fan of it and it piques your interest and you can relate to rap music, it don't matter how much money you got. It don't matter what your background is. You are destined to fail in life. That's all it has for. So, especially as black people in our condition, it's time to let it go. And I say, let it die with Africa Bang Bottoms. This is your cue. This is your opportunity to back away. All them playlists that you got. I wasn't supposed to show myself in this video. I do apologize. All them playlists that you got. Go ahead and empty them things out. Don't do it no more. Don't do it to yourself. Because the things that was all right in the past, it's not all right today. Because, okay, this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna show y'all something. And I'm gonna make it make sense so you can understand. We're gonna get into Africa Bang and all that. We're gonna talk about his death. But let me put this out there first before we continue on with this. I'm so happy. This is a celebration. Let's get into it. Yeah, put that up. If you've never seen this movie, I suggest that you give it a watch. I think you need to check it out. Ashton Kutcher was at them Diddy parties back in the day too, so he can attest to the effects of music or whatever it is that you're into. Once your brain processes something, it becomes your reality. Depending on how your brain processes things, you got to factor that in there too. This is the foundation. This is the root of the music that we've decided to claim as a culture. Okay, let's do this too. Let me break it on down for y'all. It's only going to take a second, I promise you. I'm going to get it all the way set up for y'all. I got that ready for y'all. And I got to get this ready for y'all. Okay. All right, let's do it. So, the Migos made it plain and clear that hip hop or rap or whatever you want to call it is black culture. They put out Culture 1, Culture 2, Culture 3. And for the longest, people have been saying we do it for the culture. Whatever it is they doing. If it's getting money, whatever the foolishness is, it's the culture. All right, let's look at the definition of a culture. Culture, the arts and other manifestations of human intellectual achievement regarded collectively. That's what culture is. Hip hop is a culture because it's an art form. It manifests hideous things. When Afrika Bambaataa did it, it was all about graffiti, breakdancing, like an oral tradition. So in essence, it is a culture, so to speak, but it's not a culture for the collective of black people. It wasn't at first. It was a subculture to where if that's what you wanted to be a part of, then that was your choice. But now kids are born into a world to where we're all born into a world to where you no longer have a choice. If it's on your McDonald's commercials, your AT&T, whatever, your advertisements and stuff, you've been force fed Afrika Bambaataa and his Zulu Nation, whatever they came up with. The arts and other manifestations of human intellectual achievement. So NWA, niggas with attitudes, is an intellectual achievement that we all have to bear and claim. If Uncle Luke and the 2 Live Crew Pop That Coochie is a human intellectual achievement regarded collectively. So that's something that we all have to accept. And I'm going to do y'all one better. Look at this. This is my job, man. And y'all got to feel me on this. This is Black history. Well, this is what Black history was for the longest. This has been Black African American history for a long time. And people embrace this, accept this, understand this, and feel this. And this has been socially acceptable for a long time in Black America. And that's all right. Now we got to fast forward. This is Black History Today. This is what it's about. This where we at with it. It's all about that WAP. We got people. This is what the Black culture is now. And it ain't no other way around this. Matter of fact, let me do this for y'all real quick. Since we killing hip hop tonight, man. We killing it. Look. People thought that it was okay to get back to Black and Ugly for a little bit. And there's nothing ugly about Black. But people wanted it raw and uncut for a little bit. When this chick came on the scene, they was like, all right, let's get back to the basics. Maybe we could have some self-pride, some self-dignity about this shit. Let her rock out with the bell pepper nose. Let her do her thing. And what she turned around and do, as soon as she got enough money, she pulled a full Michael Jackson on that ass. And that's why Cardi B is the standard. It gets worse, man. Look at this. Hold on. We had a little opportunity of some glory. We had an opportunity. When she first came out, everybody was with it. She Black, she unapologetically Black. Let's let her rock out. And what did she do when she came up on that bread? She completely flipped the script on. That's because there's no respect for the people that buy into nonsense. I couldn't imagine being the Black Little Kim back then and the stuff she was subjected to make $1. She probably felt like this is an outlet to get out of the Black culture or to get out of Black society. The fatigue kicked in so bad to where she couldn't take it no more. It was ridiculous. But tonight on Doc's Daily, you don't have to bleach no more. You don't have to get no BBL. You don't have to get no breast implants. You do not have to keep up with those trends because those trends are dead. It started with a monster and grew into something even more demonic. But tonight, salvation will be delivered to all that's willing to let it die. And I say, go ahead and kick the damn bucket and let it go. There's so many levels, so many layers to this that we're going to get into tonight. And I need y'all to pay full attention because hip hop as you know it is no longer living. And I say, embrace it, love it, and celebrate. Not the fact that Afrika Bambaataa is dead. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to say a rest in peace to him. I'm pretty sure life was rough. And I ain't making no excuses for the man, but back in them days, what they said, a soft head make a hard ass or something like that? Or a hard head make a soft ass? So for all them knuckleheads running the streets and them hard-headed, the thuggies, them the ones with them clappers or whatever the case is. Ask Bambaataa when you get there. Let's move on. And we're going to do it right. Y'all listening? Okay, here we go. Listen. Get this together. Come
Any
on.
white, DJs or white.
Hold on. Let's get it together real quick.
Those, the Roxy's, what else? Tramps and, all the punk rock scene. That's when a lot of Europeans started getting into it because the punk rockers are the first of the whites who started grabbing hold to the hip hop. And that's when you start seeing European rappers coming out of England, the Funkapolitans and other rappers coming out of the United States.
I'm so glad he said that. Now let's go ahead, chop up this game, y'all. Let's get it together. We about to make it make sense tonight. Yo, go ahead, get that thing together. Nope, the other one. Yeah, okay, here we go. Oh, I'm gonna do y'all real good. No Diddy. or yes Diddy. I don't give a damn. Look at this. Okay, look. Bambaataa said that when the punk rockers came on the scene, that's when the hip hop thing started to, grow some legs or whatever the case is. When you had them rock stars and stuff coming into the genre, trying to see what's up, get some business deals and things going. I like using this as an example. Basquiat couldn't draw to save his life, but he had connections with some artists that was into the damn, at the top of the game. He was able to get in with some dudes in the art world that regardless of what his art looked like, they can get it to sell. That's the type, you get in with the right people, you get in how you fit in, it don't matter if your artwork look like chicken scratch. Andy Warhol, they tried to put a Basquiat versus Andy Warhol. Look, and that's exactly what it was, a clean knockout. Because this man could draw 1,000 times better than this man, but he had to do whatever he had to do to make that man happy to have a fucking career. And it worked. And sadly for him, for Basquiat, he died from a broken heart because he knew if he ain't have this man in his corner, his life was finished. He knew he wasn't worth a damn without Warhol. But a lot of people back in the day, before when hip hop was first starting out, they saw what was going on. They figured, hell, if that motherfucker could make $1 billion off that whack ass art, then I need to find me my mans. I need to get my plug. I need to figure out how I can get in some good company with some people that got some strings and connections for me. This is the foundations of hip hop. The whole New York City was on alert. Who's the kid that do the wonky looking art? Let me show y'all something. This stuff selling for millions, $50 million. You can do better, but you ain't got them connections. This art, this right here, what they say, $186.1 million. Basquiat tops Sobeth's 186.1 million contemporary art triple header for that, because of the connections that this man made. And look at this art compared to this. But that's Negro here, no there. The point I'm trying to make is, no, when Run DMC crossed over, when they made it to the mainstream, Aerosmith showed them the way. They told them to walk this way and talk this way. Do as we tell you to do. If you walk this way, talk this way, they showed them the ropes. They had to get involved with these rockers to even matter on the music scene. So when you see the modern day rappers, let me show y'all something real quick. Make it make sense. When you see the Lil Uzis and these rock star rappers, the Playboy Cardis, and they on that real rock star vibe, that's the foundation of hip hop, because they had to walk that way, talk that way, be the rock stars in order to be relevant. And as you can see, they got some Basquiat artwork in the back while they performing business deals with the likes of Aerosmith. So these are the foundations. They had to find the connect. If you want to get on, matter of fact, let me show y'all something. Dame Dash should go on for years and years about how Lear Cohen is responsible for the split between him and Jay-Z. It go on and on. Me and Jay-Z was cool before Leor came into the picture. We had our own thing going. We was our own team. Rockefeller was running shit before Leo. Look at T.I. and Jay-Z. How you think that's they mans? The same way Basquiat had Andy Warhol. Look. Look. The same way Basquiat had his mans that put him on, regardless if them bars was hitting or not. I knew people in my neighborhood could spit better bars than Jay-Z, T.I. It's a dude on every block that can put together some hot bars fresh out of jail, but they ain't got them connections like how Jay-Z and the T.I.'s. That's their mans. He's the damn plug. And I don't have nothing against Leo Cohen. I think he's a good dude. He's just playing the game how the game's supposed to be played. Look, Irv Gotti, Ja Rule, all of them. That's their mans. Public Enemy, LL Cool J, Jay-Z, and more gather to honor Leo Cohen at City of Hope Gala. So they all came together to show some love to their mans. Because they know that he the one. He the reason why they songs on the radio. He the reason why. He been touring with Public Enemy since back in the day. Don't get it twisted. Leo Cohen paid his dues, but he's the plug. And he's still a plug. Matter of fact, hold on, get this together real quick. Y'all need to see how much of a plug this man is. Hold on, no. I'm gonna do y'all one better. Humble Waters, are you there? I need you to be there. Because whenever you're there, shit be flowing right. Is Humble Waters here? Somebody call in and let me know. Matter of fact, let me put the number up real quick. Because I need to know if she's there. 1349. And if she's not there, we got to figure out how to get her here. Yo, the phone number, I pinned it to the chat. If you want to comment on this, if you want to put some input on the death of hip hop, then please let me know. Look, Leo Cohen, Steve Jobs was a seductive and profound bully. That's what he had to say about Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. Let's get into it. He made his name with Def Jam and came through the Greek tragedy of Napster. The mogul tells Guardian why Apple's so-and-so was difficult to work with and how he survived the music business. So he got both devil horns up to let you know what game he playing. We could go on and on about Leo, but I want to show y'all this before we move on. Look. Look at this. That boy, Young Thugs, that's his mans. If it wasn't for Leo, it wouldn't have no YSL. Wouldn't be no Gunna. Wouldn't be no Run DMC. This man go back to the foundations of this thing. He been the plug for a long ass time with a whole bunch of artists. If you're not in good graces with this man, you will not be a superstar. You will not be a mention. You won't be in the conversation. You got Fetty Wap, Young Thug, whoever this dude is. He been around for ages. All of the Playboy Cardis, Rich the Kid, SOBs. Look, you can't get away from this guy. Yo, I'll do y'all one better. Because this ain't about black or white. It's just about how business has been conducted in hip hop for a very long time. Now, this dude is my personal favorite. Motherfucking Rick Rubin. He started the rock and roll samples. He started the hip hop samples. There you go. That's his man. Master Roshi, here damn Yogi, whatever he is. Rick Rubin been in the game since Crush Groove. The founder of Def Jam. He was putting them beats together for Run DMC, Akumo D, Curtis Blow. He the pioneer, the architect of this thing, man. Him and Russell Simmons, back in the day, in them college dorms, putting together them records and stuff. I'm talking about the GOAT. If it wasn't for Rick Rubin, it probably wouldn't even. They talking about Afrika Bambaataa. Why they give him all the credit? Because he's the one that got them boys in line and showed them how it go. He broke a lot of them MCs into the game. If you really want to get it popping, you got to go see Bam. Let's talk about the Zulu Nation real quick. Look at this. If that's my wait a minute. Yo, can y'all hear me? Man, they been hating on my stream for a long ass time. Let me know if y'all can hear me out there, man. Cause I swear I'm trying to Yo, let me know if y'all can hear me out there. I'm trying to get it together. The volume gone. How long we been on here, man? It's probably about time to shut this thing down, because when I start talking real deep like that, that's when things start getting crazy. And not only is this the death of hip hop for me, it's the death of these hip hop blogs as well, because it's nothing left to talk about as far as rap go and hip hop go. It's dead in the water. So I'm not going to be wasting no more energy on this after tonight. We're going to move on and just kick it with the news. Okay, people said y'all can hear me. Everything all right now? Because I've been talking for a long time and I don't think y'all caught none of that. So let me go ahead and reiterate on what I was trying to say. The Flavor Unit is a spinoff of the Zulu Nation, and they had a whole bunch of people to come out the Flavor Unit that people don't realize. Okay, let me do this real quick. Y'all listening? Okay, come on. Hold on. We got to talk about Big Willie and DJ Jazzy Jeff and Tupac, the Digital Underground, all of these guys, man, because there's some weird shit going on. Okay, let's do it. Let's do this. Okay, when it comes to people like Will Smith or people that came through up to New York trying to get a record deal, trying to get on, when it comes to anybody that was trying to get in on the game, they had to go see Bam. If you ain't never met this man, if you ain't never spent time or went over to his house, it would have been impossible for you to get in to the music industry. And he had a lot of subgroups. Okay, let's do this real quick. Let me type this in. I mean, I don't even know how far I can go with this thing, man. Every group to come out of New York was a part of the Zulu Nation. That goes for A Tribe Called Quest. Any group that was out there, they all came under this umbrella. So all that classic music that y'all was raised up listening to, that we was raised up listening to, they all stem from Bambaataa. I ain't gonna be on here with this all night. I just want to pull this up real quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it before I go. Matter of fact, I might have to go to YouTube with this. Y'all bear with me, because it's going to be a shocker. Okay, reloading up. Okay, here we go. Come on. I'm over here working, people. Okay. Where the part at? African Bambaataa responds to hip hop. Okay, look.
So without the culture, without the elements, there's no culture, correct? Based on what you
But see,
said.
the elements, first of all, yes, but here's the thing I disagree with.
No, one question.
Because first of all, Bambaataa is the one that came up with these elements. Yes?
Yes.
Okay? So Bambaataa's a little questionable right now.
Oh, shit.
When
But no, hold on.
I'm just saying.
But the fact that he's
And when a
doesn't take away.
cop, right? If he's tainted and all his cases, after that, you kind of got to throw him out.
So without.
See, look, he been talking about it for a long time. They've been having these discussions about hip hop being trash. Ever since the allegations came out, well, what do you do with the sandwich? When you find out that the sandwich fell on the floor, do you keep eating it or no? When you find out that somebody took in the spaghetti, do you just sprinkle more Parmesan cheese on it and keep eating it? Or do you just get rid of the spaghetti and start over from scratch? Pete, y'all gonna keep on eating it and accepting it and taking it like it's something that's cool while it's destroying the very fabric of your society. Y'all, a lot of y'all gonna keep on doing it, and y'all eating on a moldy corpse just by listening to the music or even finding it entertaining for the Cardi B fans. And I ain't trying to mess up nobody's. And, Doc's Daily is for the people that's willing to listen. There's not a lot of people that's willing to listen. And that's fine. As long as we got this core of people that's listening, hopefully it resonate with somebody out there. If you want to keep participating in it, you're going to have to suffer the consequences. But with Afrika Bambaataa being dead, you don't have to do that no more. He was that energy source that was pulling the madness all together. He was the, put it like this, for the people listening. Matter of fact, let me get my people on the screen real quick, because I'm about to go ahead. How long I've been on here? Okay, I'm about to wrap this up. We're going to make it make sense before I that energy. Go. A lot of y'all got people in your family that's just been a source of negativity and been there your whole life. And that person, it could be some uncle or somebody that done did some that he ain't had no business doing. You could have an Afrika Bambaataa in your family, and when that person die, that's when the healing could really start to begin. When you had now for the whole world, people that embrace this music, listen to this music, accepted this music. Now everybody can start the healing. Only if you're willing to let it go. And now is the best time to be alive, because there's people that died behind hip hop. There's people that died over going to clubs or concerts involving hip hop. There's people that lost their lives, took their final breaths because of hip hop, something that this man founded. And if you're alive today, you could take it upon yourself to say, I'm through with it. This is what I'm gonna do real quick while we on here, man. Cause I got a playlist of some hip hop music that I really, really love. And it's some stuff, it's a lot of rap songs I made that I still listen to. Stuff I made when I was 12 years old. I'm gonna take it upon myself to delete a lot of the playlist that I have, because I don't want to hear it no more. because it's dead. It's no point. And listeners, I got some Heavy D that I listen to faithfully. I ain't gotta listen to it no more. I'm gonna let Heavy D rest in peace. I'm gonna let Tupac rest in peace. I'm gonna let Biggie rest in peace. I'm gonna let all these artists rest in peace. I'm gonna let all this stuff go, man. Be a big ass I don't need to that's if I showed y'all what's going on, it'd really be the death of hip hop, man. Because I'm really over here celebrating. I got cakes. I knew I was gonna do the stream tonight. I really went out there. I got balloons. I'm excited. I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. Cause I fell in love with hip hop. Matter of fact, let me show y'all this real quick before I delete all of my music. I'm gonna take y'all on my hip hop journey real fast. I'm gonna show y'all where it started with me. Look. This is a celebratory night. Hold on. This is where it started. This is where my hip hop journey began. With the Fugees. And seeing where they at today and what's going on with them today, it's the perfect time to pull out. Lauryn Hill, who would have thought it would turn out like this? Priswell on his way to jail. Wyclef was trying to be the mayor of Haiti and all this type of stuff. It's the perfect time to pull out and let it all go because it's dead. That was the first one. We're gonna move on. Look. This was the second one. Yo. I was a kid. And Busta Rhymes came. He was animated. He came on. But I didn't have a clue about some of the things that I heard about this man later in life. The allegations from real New Yorkers that'll tell you about Busta Rhymes and his boyfriend. Yeah, Busta been had a man. He used to date my cousin. Yes, they will go to the store together. I seen he was with my cousin. He was in love with him. And when he broke up with my cousin, that's when he went to jail. I heard the stories. You would have never thought that Busta Butts. And he's also a member of the Zulu Nation, a tribe called Quest. He come from the leaders of the new school. He come from Afrika Bambaataa too, allegedly. I don't have to be subjected to this no more. I don't have to live by this no more. I didn't know no better when I was a child. Now that I'm a grown man and I know better, and on top of that, hip hop is dead. The founder, he gone. I'm not subjected to this anymore. I'm letting it go. Okay, now we got to move on. Now, this is my childhood in a nutshell. This was it for me. When this came out, it was all about 3 Stacks. That was this album. I played it back to back in my childhood. I had it on repeat. Seeing how things played out, and Andre, my favorite rapper, don't even want to pick up a microphone no more. He would rather play a flute because rap is beneath him. It's so dead to where they couldn't even pay him to do no features. Now I understand why my favorite rapper of all times decided that rap, even though he's the GOAT, he paint a picture better than Slick Rick. He tell a story better than Nas. And he said he ain't doing it no more. He could make $1 million, $1 billion if he wanted to rap. He said, fuck rap. I would rather play a flute. That's what let me know it's time to hang it up. It is dead. That's the third album I bought when I was a child. Now we're gonna go to the R&B side of things. Only if I rest in peace to D'Angelo. But only if I knew what I knew now, that a big sister named Angie Stone was putting this together, putting that recipe all on it. Angie Stone was that brown sugar that homie was talking about. Shit, damn, motherfucker. I was too young to be listening to that. But it was going down. The brother with the Tim's on with the leather jacket, I remember it like it was yesterday. But now that I know what I know, and rest in peace to D'Angelo, I can let it all go. That's going to be a tough one. Because this album, I swear, this album was going, I remember it. Them summers, what was it, 95 or something like that? My childhood right there. But now that I'm grown, what they say, you got to put toys away or whatever the case. When you grown, you do grown people things. For all the people that came up in my era, I don't know what the kids going to do because they really don't know no better. But for the older generation, we know better and we can move on to greener pastures now that this man is out of the picture for everybody out there. And I could go down the list. I could be up all night talking about this, but when it's time to move on, it's time to move on. Now is your opportunity to pick another lane or to embrace or just appreciate the life that you lived thus far. You can reminisce on the music, but you don't have to participate in it anymore. That's like for all you men out there, you older men. Back in the day, when you was younger, you was knocking them down. You had this one, you had that one. Had Keisha, had Lalika, had Quisha, you had all them bras or whatever the case is. Now you gotta ask yourself, out of all them women you was chasing in your heyday, how much money did you generate in the process? All that energy you put into trying to be a gigolo hoe or a Mac or a player or whatever the case is, how much revenue and dividends you generated from all that food, all that sex, all that fun you had when you was younger. Tell me how many hundreds of dollars of bills you made living that lifestyle. Now that you know better, you can do better. You don't have to entertain that BS no more, man. You don't have to go back down that road. You can reminisce all you want. You can have a highlight reel in your head. You could think about it, but that don't mean you know better. So why would you get back out there and try to do them things that you used to do when you was younger, now that you're more mature? You're not going to get off on that hip hop the way you used to get off on it when you was younger because it's not going to serve you anymore. Plus the soul of it been tainted. It been twisted. It been wrong. And we all felt it. We all lived with it every day, every hour. We all been subjected to it one way or another. But tonight, my brothers and sisters, I'm trying to let y'all know, you ain't got to do it no more. That's all I got to say for Docs Daily. And y'all can look forward to more content, but we going to leave the ignorance as far as the rappers go out of it, man. Stay tuned, because on Monday, we coming with a whole new format. Since rap is dead, rap is dead. And we just gonna let it, put the dirt on top of it. And I'm so ready to move on. Been doing this hip hop news for 10 years and it been feeling like we all feel stuck. We all feel subjected to the ignorance. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about, man. And I'm just gonna make this point and I'm gonna skate. I'm gonna make this little point. And then, because I need y'all to feel me on this, and then we just gonna go ahead and roll out.
Welcome back this morning. So last year, you're seeing video when thousands of people showed up to
Yo, yo, yo. Okay, what about now? Yo, 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 yo. Can y'all hear me? Let me know, because whatever going on with that other mic, I'm just going to have to cancel that. Yo, let me know if y'all can hear me out there, man, because they've been hating on my shit for a long time. I was just about to make an incredible point, but, you know, it is what it. Yo, let me know if y'all get. Matter of fact, let me test it myself. Let me know, because whatever going on with that other mic, I'm just going to have to cancel that. Okay, that sound good. It sound good, y'all? I do appreciate y'all for holding on. All the people that stayed during the technical difficulties and stuff, I really do appreciate that. But this is the point I was trying to make. I don't know how long I was out, but I think I pretty much fixed the problem. I had to make a new mic line or whatever. But okay, this is the point I was trying to make, y'all. People feel stuck when it comes to business ideas. People try to keep it in the parameters of hip hop, or black people want to, you know, sell to black. We have a stereotype based upon each other of what's gonna sell, what's not gonna sell. So people feel like they gotta get into the fashion, beauty supplies. It's all about how you look. It's all about perception. People will sell you some shea butter, a waist trainer, some bundles, some food, some tenderism, some chicken. So this is the state of black America and black businesses. But when you really think about it, the reason why things are the way they are is because of hip hop and the influence and how people been programmed. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna do this real quick. I know I say that, but I gotta make this point. Let me get this up there. Okay, y'all listening? Okay, here we go. Okay, we got that up there. Okay, we need one more. Let's do this. Come on. Y'all with me? Okay, we here. Hold on. Oh, let me see if I can get this for y'all. Okay. We talk about marketing and people feeling like, hold on, get this together. What's up with that? Okay. We talk about marketing and people feeling like they need to sell certain things to a certain demographics. Feel me on this. This is Heavy D and the boys. We talking about hip hop, Africa Bang Bottoms, the foundations of it all. They got a song called Nikes. No, Nikes. I'm for them. Out the store, I bought them. And on the basketball court is where I scored them. So these is early rhymes marketing to people of color. You wonder why everybody got to have the Air Force Ones and the Nikes and the DEADERs and all. That's because people was programmed through rap songs. Rap made the hip. And this is the early days. So we don't even got to get into the Fendi, the Gucci, the Louis, and the marketing that's going on now. He said, I'm a Nike bro. I sing soprano, acapella, every tour that I go, oh no, I won't forget them. It's a dangerous thing. Never leave home without them. Trade in my Nikes, I won't even think about it. On my beat, the Nike's sleeker. The other kicks are weaker. Eddie F pushed the button, the beat comes out the speaker. The boy can do the dancing. He also does romancing. And when I park my blazer and my Nikes, I'll be prancing. He was killing it talking about them damn Nikes. He said, oh, what a relief. They have red ones, yellow ones, black ones too. White on white, green on white, just to name a few. My crew is fully equipped from top to bottom. Everything I makes Heavy D boys got it. So hurry up, run to the store, go get a pair. Guaranteed to be #1 sneaker of the year. If you're by yourself, get some for your crew. We win the Nike, so you should win the Nike too. Rhymes about niggas. And at the end of the song, he said, what can I say? We didn't do this because we had to. We did this because we wanted to. All I wear is Nikes. I sleep in Nikes. So he trying to get some sponsorships. Oh, I'm saying the microphone is in and out. The audio is messed up again. Let me check this for myself. Yourself, get some for your crew. We win the Nike, so you should win the Nike too. Damn, they fucking bad. I'm about to go ahead and get out of here. I ain't. They hate me. They don't want to talk about this stuff. But it is. Y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button. So I got so much y'all humble artists. I really do appreciate you. Gage Gore, Laura Kazama. Who else we got? A real talk. We're ready. You said you was gonna call. You ain't call. So I'm gonna be mad about that until next month. All of the people perfectly imperfect tuned in. Little Stay Alive. Everybody watching. So much love for y'all, man. Yo, we gonna be back next week. We gonna take it to another level.